Hey, you guys, and welcome to the Steele Hyperchat. It is Wednesday, the 17th of Feb, 2021. I am Steele Saunders, and I do love Star Wars and a weird clump of hair sticking out from the side, a special treat of unkeptness in this COVID era for our viewers on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook video live. What's going on? We are here to talk about today. Charles Soule is writing a new comic book series for Marvel, The War of the Bounty Hunters, and I have thoughts. We'll get to them, but it's an early burn it, not turn it, from me on the concept, but we'll talk about that. But just announced, to my mind, in the last 30 minutes when I started to look if there was any other Star Wars things happening, today is Star Wars Hunters, a video game, an arcade machine game just announced for the Nintendo Switch, which I'm not much of a video gamer, and we are about to watch the trailer, so I'm very excited. Haven't seen it. Ledra's mocking me for saying that I have thoughts. I've got big thoughts on that. But let's watch this trailer first, because I'm pretty excited. I'm not a gamer, but I enjoy watching the edited, bootlegged movie stories. I have no idea. I don't feel like this is one at all. I have no idea what this is going to be about. So we'll go to the Star Wars article before we watch the trailer. If you've ever dreamed of competing in a galactic arena, the roar of the cheering crowd in your ears, a new Star Wars game promises to capture that spirit with all new characters and Star Wars inspired locations. So up top, it sounds like a Mortal Kombat-y thing. Am I onto this at all? Let's continue. Speculation runs rife. During today's Nintendo Direct, Zynga and Lucasfilm Games announced Star Wars Hunters, a competitive arena combat game coming to the Nintendo Switch system in 2021. That's this year. Check your calendars. Oh, Ledra agrees. Lol, I love watching game cutscenes made into movies. Had a great time. Set after the fall of the Galactic Empire, Star Wars Hunters will connect players into a real-time to battle in arena settings inspired by iconic Star Wars locales. Players daring bounty hunters, heroes of the rebellion, and Imperial Stormtrooper in an action game that immerses players in fast-paced and visually stunning Star Wars conflict. Today we got our first glimpse at some of those new faces, including a Wookiee warrior and a mysterious red lightsaber-wielding fighter as holograms lining a graffiti malted hallway, which you can watch below. Let's check this out. Let's see what's going on. Get up here, you crazy trailer. How do I make this full screen? So all my video game references are going to be so bad, but is it like a Duke Nukem style arena battle? Is that what we're talking about here? Because I did love me some Duke Nukem. Nintendo 64. What a game system. Shadows of the Empire, which will lead in to our next segment. But let's see if StarWars.com have any other bits of information. Star Wars Hunters draws inspiration from classic Star Wars stories and settings, but with a look and feel that is different from anything we have done before, says Douglas Riley, Vice President of Lucasfilm Games. Congratulations to you, Douglas. So you can battle friends or foes. Star Wars Hunters will be available free to download for the Nintendo Switch on the App Store and on Google Play next year. What is this company Grogu? Grogu? I'm going to Grogu that. Imagine if Google was called Grogu and then they introduced this new baby Yoda that was called Google. Google. Grogu is such a good word. Begin to call Harry my little Grogu. Because it's so fun to say Grogu. Luke Winchester, very much showing his age, says, I sure hope Miss Pac-Man's involved. Leidra says, Shadows of the Empire was a fun game and I will not hear any slander against it. Emily Lynn says, always with the timely references. Jeez. Insert that Last Jedi salt meme there. So what? It's free, but then you've got, like, how do they make money? Like, you pay to get battle packs? What is the business plan of this Star Wars Hunters? Star Wars Hunters will be available free to download for the Nintendo Switch on the App Store and on Google Play later this year. How do they make money? It just says later this year, Leroy, who would like a release date. It doesn't narrow it down. Later, Leroy. Why has it got to be so? Why you got to know everything? I'm with you, buddy. Okay, Leidra says they probably make it in-game purchases, in-game purchases, in-app purchases. Leroy says, thanks, buddy. All right, we've worked out the business plan. Excellent. Emily Lynn says you can buy cool hats and stuff. But she's got a new hat. Charles Soule, comic book writer extraordinaire, Star Wars novelist of high repute, has been announced as the writer of War of the Bounty Hunters. He tweeted about it yesterday. The biggest and baddest Star Wars comics crossover of the modern Marvel era, which begins in May. There's a release date, Leroy. May. It's not for the thing you want, but I got you a release date. Hey? Better not the thing you want than never. Someone with phenomenal car speakers just drove past the house. I'm not sure if you picked up on that. Charles Soule says, what is it? Pretty simple. It's Boba Fett versus everyone. And there's an article about it on StarWars.com. But I'll go with the Charles Soule. Let's go to some images here. Leroy says May 4. Is that for the comic or for the video game? Luke Winchester says, don't tell Leroy what he wants. Sorry, Leroy. I'm sorry, Luke. Sorry, internet. I've let everyone down. So let's get rid of all the things that pop up on the side for no reason on Twitter. Okay. So Charles says, he talks a bit about the art team and all that sort of stuff, which is all good. But the story, Boba Fett has Han Solo at the end of episode 5. I've seen it. But we know it takes him a while to get to Jabba in episode 6. He's not there yet when Lando and Chewie go to Tatooine just after Empire. Well, that's not really a while. Anyway, what took so long? Charles demands. And he answers very disturbingly. This is my least favorite OU, EU, new you premise is when something happens major and then it's fixed by the end of the story. What took so long for Boba Fett? Someone steals Han and Boba has to get him back no matter what. No matter what. I wonder if he gets him back. I wonder if he gets him back. This is the thing. If they do it right. We love the if they do it right. And as Luke comments, not sure how I feel about passing carbonated Solo around like a hot potato or a cold one, a frozen potato, if you will. But I have faith in Saul, enjoyed everything he's done thus far. This could be the redemption for this story. Bang! Algernon Radish says Toro got in the way. Does Charles Soule have the guts? Sure, his age wouldn't fit with continuity at all, but come on. If you want to get people talking, you bring up Toro. Trust me, I know about this. So yeah, as a premise, zero buys. But Charles Soule has won me over. So I feel like if anyone's going to do it, let it be him. Because then you definitely know King Tom's going to defend it. And there's another thing I don't really get about what Charles says. So anyway, I'll keep reading. That journey, which has many twists and turns, puts Boba up against the galaxy's heaviest hitters, which I love all this bit of it. You know, it's like shadows of the Empire. Will Dash Render? That's who we need up in there. Does Charles Soule have the OU might to mention Dash? Just a shot of the Outrider, maybe. Come on. Dash Rendar is 90s Toro. And for some of you, that's a huge insult. For some, it's a massive compliment. You know where I stand. Anyway, he says that journey has many twists and turns. It puts Boba up against the galaxy's heavy hitters, since basically all of the big factions and players have an interest in grabbing Han Solo. I mean, think about it. And this is where I'm just like, what? The Imperials want Han Solo because he's a high-level rebel and source of intel. Vader wants him because Han's the jerk who shot up his fancy tie and let Luke blow up the Death Star at the end of A New Hope. Darth Vader let Boba Fett take Han Solo. There's like, he can alter the deal at any time. He's Darth Vader. He's been known to do it. So what's up with that? Doesn't make any sense. Like, you just give him more money. Just here, have more money, Boba Fett. Sorry, we're keeping him, buddy. Boba Fett. We can't just let Han Solo go because he's a high-level rebel and a source of intel. And then Darth Vader says, I want to keep him because Han's the jerk who shot up my fancy tie and let Luke blow up the Death Star at the end of A New Hope, which is a weird thing for me to say. At the Battle of Yavin is what I meant to say. Leidra suggests that Vader is having seller's regret. Maybe. We've all been there. He also says the rebels want Han back because he's their friend, colleague, and in at least one case they're in love with him. Hey, I can agree with that. Jabba wants him back because he owes him money, sure. Valance wants to help Han because he owes him. Afra, doesn't care about Han, but does care about money. And many more folks, from Black Sun to the Pikes, Han's tangled with just about everyone in his day. Against that, the churning backdrop of power and conflicting interests, we have poor Boba Fett, a simple man just making his way through the galaxy who's had his property stolen. He's going to get it back and he's going to get paid. Simple, just like Fett himself. So yeah, as a premise, burn it. But let's never forget our mantra of if they do it right. And a man who is known for doing it right is Charles Soule. So there you go. Oh, I should put this up. There is a Charles says that this is not Dexter Jetster, as much as I love that particular greasy spoon owner. This is another member of the same species. His name is Doc Leroy. So let's get Doc up on the screen. Look at him. By a regret. I don't know. Hey, help out that little algorithm down the bottom. And like. Thank you to everyone that's listening to this on the exclusive Patreon feed. You can get all these episodes in audio direct to your podcast feed. It downloads straight away. And I appreciate your support. It is so good. We'll be back tomorrow. Pretty sure Corey Thursdays. Oh, Corey Thursdays tomorrow. Crazy. All right. I think it's tomorrow. But definitely for today, this episode has gone on
long enough.
So may that force. Oh, just before I go, hey, go check out Star Wars in Direct full episode on the podcast feed or on YouTube. 20 years of Star Wars podcasting. Some very great feel-good Star Wars memories from all eras of Star Wars. So go check it out. Here, it's probably suggested. It probably pops up. Better. The algorithm, it doesn't work. You can't trust the algorithm. Who are we kidding? May that force be with you. Algorithm!